Well, what we've done today is publish thousands of pages of support material to the full Pollard report that was delivered in mid-December. And as people see when they look at this, 97% plus of all the thousands of pages are out there. I think we've been very clear that we are not redacting or taking away material that is embarrassing or uncomfortable to the BBC. We've simply taken out stuff that external lawyers saw as a clear risk. This is not about protecting the BBC reputation, it was simply about external legal advice. One thing I would say, as we have put out this huge pack of supporting material to the Pollard inquiry, is all their comments and everything was at the disposal of Mr. Pollard, who took all that information and produced a very fulsome report that no one could say wasn't open, transparent, and led to some pretty uncomfortable reading for the BBC. This is not a situation in which the BBC can look at this and say they've protected their reputation. This has been a tough time for the BBC and is a tough report to read. Well, I think that, as I said, it has been a pretty torrid time for the BBC. Having said that, I think you have to put things into perspective. If you look around this newsroom, you look at the BBC, I think our output's in great shape. I think there's many fantastic leaders in the BBC. Clearly, this episode was not its finest hour, and we are absolutely committed to move forward now. Everything we have redacted is purely driven by external legal advice, and in this big pack of supporting material, there are thousands of pages that frankly are uncomfortable reading for the BBC. I think people, when they read it, will not look at, say, management of the BBC have been deliberately trying to stop embarrassment. Frankly, that doesn't stack up. We've done it purely on the basis of legal advice. And as I say, we've only redacted less than 3% of thousands of pages. There's more than enough there to tell the full story. Well, I'll say two things. One is, when people say no one's left the BBC, all of those statements, we've lost a Director General in this crisis. The second thing is, I'm not judging success as how many people I can sack. I'm judging success on the quality of our output and a well-run organisation. And that is what I'm focused on. We were very clear at the time, in December, when we got a full report, that we were taking good actions. I think we're making good progress against that.